was dim, illuminated only by the soft glow of the ham radio. Its beeping was the sole sound, growing louder and more insistent as the minutes ticked by. My hands, damp with nervous sweat, had worked frantically to adjust the dials, striving to maintain the fragile connection. We had sent out mathematical sequences into space, never truly expecting a response. But then, something out there had answered. The realization had been overwhelming. We had made contact with something, or someone. Dr. Elena Martinez had stood beside me, her face ashen.
Did that really just happen? Were we communicating with aliens?
I hadn't been able to find the words to respond. The radio had interrupted us with a new series of tones, more intricate than before. They were clearly trying to convey something. But what? It was hard to believe that all of this had begun just a few weeks prior, in that very room. The nights we'd spent scanning the skies, the endless hours poring over data, had all led to that singular, heart-stopping moment. The world outside had remained unaware, but in that confined space, history had possibly shifted. The walls of the room had been lined with maps of constellations, scribbled notes and printouts of signal patterns. The room had smelled of old books and soldering iron. Every piece of equipment, every wire and antenna, stood as a testament to our dedication. We had been on the cusp of something monumental, and the gravity of it had been both exhilarating and daunting. It all started just a few weeks ago, in the quiet little town of, well, somewhere. Where the nights are clear and the stars shine brightly, I've always felt a connection to the cosmos. My name is not important. For now, you can just call me by my online name, Deep Sky Watcher. By day, I'm a mild-mannered astrophysicist, but by night I scour the skies, hoping to unlock the universe's mysteries. One evening, as the gentle hum of my ham radio filled my study, I stumbled upon something extraordinary. A signal, unlike any I'd ever heard. It wasn't the random noise of distant stars or the familiar chirp of satellites. No. This was structured, rhythmic, and eerily consistent. As I delved deeper into the signal's mysteries, the world around me seemed to be unraveling. Reports of UFO/UAP sightings surged globally. The U.S. Congress held hearings on UAPs, with whistleblowers testifying about extraterrestrial encounters. Rumors spread about alien bodies and crashed otherworldly crafts that were held in secret government facilities. Oh, and then there were the international incidents. The Russia-Ukraine conflict saw and is still seeing an unprecedented rise in UFO activities. Down in South America, a remote Peruvian village was abuzz with tales of alien attacks. These extraterrestrial beings, described as towering 7-foot-tall figures, instilled terror on these remote villages. The most chilling account came from a 15-year-old girl who had been attacked by one of these alien beings, becoming a topic of national concern. Her story, while detailed, spread rapidly, drawing the attention of the Peruvian National Prosecutor's Office. Closer to home, a Las Vegas family claimed to have had a face-to-face encounter with, again, very tall, alien beings following a mysterious green flash in the sky. The world was abuzz with these strange occurrences, and the pieces were starting to fit together in a puzzle that pointed to an impending extraterrestrial event. With the help of Dr. Martinez and a few other colleagues, we had begun to decode the alien message. It was a series of mathematical equations, complex yet elegant. As the days turned into weeks, we realized that the equations were a form of communication, a way for the aliens to convey their intentions with each other. But as we delved deeper, things began to take a darker turn. One by one, my colleagues started disappearing. Whether they were going into hiding, or, well, I don't even want to think about the other possibilities. First, it was Dr. Boris, then Dr. Lee, and finally Dr. Martinez herself. I was the only one left. The weight of the discovery and the disappearances was too much to bear. I decided it would be best if I went into hiding, moving from one location to another, always looking over my shoulder. Eventually, the military got involved, and I realized that they had known about the aliens all along. They had been preparing, gathering resources and forming alliances. The government's recent acknowledgement of UFOs in the congressional hearings were all part of a larger plan to prepare the public for the truth. But the truth is far more terrifying than anyone could even begin to imagine. The aliens weren't just coming, they were already here. The scout ships have already arrived, and the main fleet is on its way. The world is on the brink of an intergalactic war, and humanity is woefully unprepared. There is so much more I know and need to share, but for now, I have to get this message out to warn the world. Using my alias, Deep Sky Watcher, I will be posting more about my discoveries online, sharing the decoded messages and urging people to prepare. But be warned, every post will be met with skepticism and ridicule. No one will believe me. As the weeks turn into months, the signs are becoming more evident. Electrical grids are failing, communication networks constantly going down, and entire cities plunging into darkness. The invasion is imminent. If you pay attention to the news and read between the lines, then, only then, will you start to see. So now, as I sit in this dimly lit room, in the secluded security of nowhere, the weight of the world on my shoulders, I record this message to you. If you're hearing this, just know that we are not alone. The aliens are here, and the battle for humanity has already begun. I will be in touch. Deep Sky Watcher, out.